All right, so back to this. Yeah, hold on, just there we go. I was just double checking something as per usual. So again, but besides that, right? Again, admin technical issues out of the way. Just again, we're getting back to this. Yeah, I guess I don't really know what else to say. We're on the final part for the final side stories, second part. But what's interesting is that don't look at the files. No one cares about that, right? Like this, like, yeah, I didn't mean to go to the files. Go into like pictures, right? We got all the pictures here, okay, but we still need 3 more of these pictures. So I'm curious as to how those are going to be because again, presumably we're only going to get one if we follow the pattern that has been going on for the rest of the side stories, right? Again, presumably we're only going to get one because it's usually traditionally only been one per side story. So I'm kind of curious about that. And that's what I was thinking in terms of like maybe fucking what's it called? The side stories, right? Or I guess maybe there's more than that, right? And what I could do is I could actually go through all of these internal files, right? I only went through the zeros, so maybe there's more there. Same thing with the mail. Maybe we get more mail. Presumably we'll get one more, right? Because we've gotten one per side story thus far for 5, right? And we should get one more after this one as well. So again, maybe what I'll do is I didn't really have enough time in the previous one because that one actually went pretty long. But maybe I go through the rest of these, right? Who knows? Yeah, maybe I go through the rest of these. We'll see. But for now, I think we just get into it and again, see afterwards. Maybe we unlock even more stuff after doing all 6 of these, right? Maybe we can go back to like DDLC. Maybe we just get more stuff. If not, I'll probably just go through the rest of the files. But I guess we'll see. We'll see, right? I have written down where on the piece of paper, I'll need to see where it is, right? Oh yeah, 030, right? And that's 3. That was meeting note 3. So I'll have them all written down for future. But again, this is something to where it's like, this is something to where it's like, yeah, we'll just again, right? We'll see what happens, right? It could be there could be more stuff, there could not. Who knows, right? Again, I think we just this one we just get into it, see what happens, right? Finishing up the last side story. And also, in case you're wondering, the exam went well. I mentioned that at the end of the previous part where it's like, yeah, that's why I was splitting this into 2, but it went all right. So, and this one I'm kind of recording this. I'm recording this kind of late after dinner. So, you saw time was like 7:24. So, yeah. So, but again, let's get to this. Hey, oh, hello. Also, notice it's not lunchtime. It's like basically sunset. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well, is it lunchtime or what? Lunch started more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been mirroring the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. But she probably didn't have a choice this time around. Today, she's holding a large plastic container in both hands, or maybe this is the gift she was referring to. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had come up for an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these. I know what to do with, so I figured I'd share them with them too. She sits down. Natsuki was delivered her container. Damn food. You made cupcakes? Oh, you know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. And bringing them to the club too. You can take one if you want. Your takes cupcake, then carefully twirls it between your fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped in a floral pattern, topped with some kind of glittery powder, mint chocolate. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Bitch, it's one fucking cupcake. Unless it's like a giant ass cupcake. Like, are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, who else would they be for? Who else would eat them at this point, right? If it's like lunch, that implies you're most way through the day. I didn't really think about it. I just made them. Or that, or maybe bringing them home. I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right? That makes sense too. Well, yeah, but that's not really the color of her eyes, right? No one's favorite color is brown. Brown's such an ugly color. That'd be the fucking MC. Here takes a small light. This is green tea flavored. And we know that's what she tried to guess Yuri's favorite eyes. How the fuck do you make green tea flavored cupcakes? I don't know. That's besides the point, right? But again, that's because she guessed Yuri's favorite flavor is green tea. Monica's was vanilla. But again, I went on a whole tangent about that. How if you say someone's favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla, right? You're basically calling them basic. But just like saying they're fucking, I don't know, but that's probably like the most like apparent example of that if you're trying to draw a comparison. So if different if they say, but again, she said Yuri's was like green tea, and then Sayori's was fucking, I don't even remember, cookie dough, but and apparently she was right. So, but I could see Sayori being a cookie dough. What about cookies and cream? Honestly, I could see Natsuki being a cookies and cream. I'm definitely a mint shit person. See, I love green tea. Damn, that's crazy. That's what Natsuki guessed. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try. And I remember from to that very part when Natsuki first joined the club. Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when, never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad because normally when people laugh at her, right? No one ever laughs with her. It's at her. So sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And it's something I happen to be good at. And I don't know why that you like them from past experience, or I do know, because again, Yuri apparently ate like a fuck ton of them in the club. Yuri turns red, calling the time to treat herself rather generously in Natsuki cupcakes. But here's the thing: if she doesn't eat them, who's going to, right? More likely, her mouth is too full of cupcakes for her stammer excuse, so she just settled for a disapproving look. How'd you get into baking? Damn, that's crazy. Oh well, I don't know. It just kind of always peeled for me. Same thing with manga. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of bacon, so I got super into it for a while. Probably making stuff almost every day. Damn, that's more than I can do. But it's something I always knew I liked anyway. It's like bacon's like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. That's true. So it's a reward, it's payoff. Struggling to imagine putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that I'd just be eating afterwards. But again, the taste is what that's also the short term. That's the difference between them, right? Again, you're much more like long term thinking, Nasi much more short term. So again, that's something where it's like, because yeah, obviously you put all that time, heart, effort into preparing it just to eat it, but it's also something where again it gets better, right? Like it tastes better, and then that's also it's a very practical skill too, in that sense, right? To where it's literally self-sustenance, sustainment, right? Oh, yeah, maybe you're too practical for it, or I guess the other way around. I don't know. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. Yeah, it's like, man, I just like to eat. That's my our favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy. Like I condition it. Like that'd be like a fucking Sayori mentality regarding again, making others happy. Everyone's always so thankful. And in that moment, you get to be like the bringer of joy. Again, you become the star of the room, right? I don't know, it just makes you feel valued. Yeah, I guess that'd be a good way to put it. Right. So you're able to make up with your friends today. There wasn't really anything to make up with them. We weren't fine or anything. You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns to five if I lose my cool. That's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So again, right? Like that's why you don't like fucking freak out. So they're not going to stop. I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. Because again, here's the thing: like even if you don't directly respond, if you give like inclination of like it bothering you, it's going to be something to where like given her friends, right? Given they're just dog shit people, right? They're going to continue. That's why I'm saying like you can't ignore it. You can't fucking respond to it, even if you're not like she's saying she doesn't fucking outwardly respond. But even if you like if you show any hint of that, that's basically a response, right? So again, saying it like if you lose your cool and turns into a fight, even if you're not fighting, even if you're just simply responding to the things, right? Again, you need to show that you just don't care. It's not worth it, especially since I have somewhere to go now and I don't feel like hanging out with them. True, right? I mean, that's we know why she's been coming here to avoid that again, right? And then also because she still wants to be with someone, right? Like, and Yuri's a good, like it's ultimately a good fit, right? They're both in the literature club, right? Ultimately, oh yeah, she gets to spend that time with Yuri, right? Learn more about her, and especially when they like found each other here, right? It was after they had like had a fight, so now they can kind of make up in terms of that. I see. The cupcake's empty wrapper foil audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches the fist. I'm glad that the situation is resolved and that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. See, and I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. And again, I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. But again, is this what they really want? I know that cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all of the stuff you've done for me. It was literally just the drinks. It's literally food. Like it's all just like fucking like what would you call it? Like food and drinks that they've been trading. Well, that's the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. No, you should save them for your art friends. But I made them for you. Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. Again, the green tea flavoring, right? Like again, green, not Monica, but for Yuri's flavor. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded, but I know you care about making your art friends happy too. This way, and if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they are for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth one cupcake, some people. And again, it's not fucking like because that's just like straight up like a tip for tack, right? That's like the kind of friendships you don't want about where it's literally like again, your friends only because they need you for something or they benefit off of that, right? Like you though, like you there will be those kinds of friendships. And then it's like Like that's kind of the trap. You don't want to get into that, right? It's not something where it's like you're not friends because you expect to get fucking, cupcakes or like drinks from them, right? Like once in a while, like every once in a while, it's a kind gesture, but it's not something you need. You don't need to like buy people's friendship. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. That morning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls to her knees in her chest and starts sobbing in her arms. Natsuki, such a bad person. And then again, but here's the thing, right? Because clearly, like Natsuki's caught between a rock and a hard place. Because again, the issue being her exact insecurities and coping in defense mechanisms. Because like I bring that up a lot, but that's something to where again, like I mentioned how, like I drew the comparison between that and Yuri being unable to exit and like to be able to leave her bubble, like comfort zone, right? And those both lead to the same thing. They both become like, they both become the brunt of the joke. Again, they're the expenses for other people, right? They're the social like dejects, or I guess like what's a good term that I use? I don't know, like outcasts. Yeah, because that was the one mod. But again, that's something where I mentioned how, again, Yuri didn't really have control over it. Like ultimately, because that was, as opposed to Natsuki, who's kind of bringing it upon herself. But ultimately, even though she's still bringing it upon herself, right? That's still as a result due to her feeling. Like this, right? It's still as a result of, again, those insecurities, coping defense mechanisms, which ultimately were developed for, we know, other reasons, right? So it's something where like, even though there's like a step between, right? It's like a tier above, right? Yuri, at least in terms of how she's unable to like kind of do anything about how she's unable to do anything as opposed to Natsuki, right? But Natsuki really in the end, even though it's through indirect means, that'd be a better term, like again, through those fucking coping defense mechanisms, right? Through her insecurities, which again, but were developed like outside of her control. So again, that's something to where just indirectly as opposed to directly, but it's still, again, an indirect relationship, right? So she really is. And again, now that Yuri's been being nice to her, right? Again, she's seeing the other side. Like, because presumably, well, I guess online, that doesn't really count, but the other side of that fucking relationship, right? Maybe even saying something bad. Natsuki shakes her hand and wipes her eyes. You didn't. Natsuki tries to stroke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes. It feels wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like, I don't deserve it. I'm sorry, because she's not used to it. Like, because her friends are fucking dog shit. Let's see, it's so difficult. And I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. But again, here's the thing, right? Because if this was truly the case, then no one in the literature club would like her, which isn't true. Obviously, they had the fucking like arguments, right? That have happened before with Monica, Sayori, and Yuri, but those are all just like that situation which no one's right. It's just like it's an argument, right? No one's right. You don't pick sides for that, right? Like no one's right. It's just an argument. It's a stupid argument, and you get over it in the end, right? So it's not like those are that big of a deal, right? Because everything's moving forward smoothly, normal now, right? Presumably they've been going to the club and everything's been normal. So it's up to where if this were truly the case, then no one in the club would like her. She wouldn't even be a part of the club. But that, again, that isn't the case. So, and I hate myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried it in the clubs, your mom could be super annoying and make a huge deal of it. But again, that's, to be fair, that is on them. And again, that's their idealism coming into play. But it's so Natsuki really, and this shows how smart like Natsuki is. Again, I've said multiple times, right? She's like low key, she's kind of one of the smartest. In terms of that, she's able to recognize this kind of stuff as to where it just completely go over Yuri or Sayori and Monka's head. Right. But again, that's something to where like, yeah, so that's why she's been doing this now. It also gets her a chance to get away from her friends, but ultimately now, because she doesn't want to know if, because again, presumably her friends catching her, right, ultimately wasn't something she anticipated or planned. It ended up not doing good or well, right, for her. So presumably, again, now she's stressed out and anxious because of that. So, and then this kind of capitalizes here in terms of like, she's caught between a rock and a hard place. Like, try to actually make up with her friends or just like fucking ignore them, right? I think a lot about those negative things about myself. Never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say. And later, I feel like I said all the wrong things. I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter, express my feelings. Pay me to see those things in someone else that I saw. And again, because they're similar, like Sayori said, again, they're very similar, right? The ways in which they're similar is what makes them different from Monica and Sayori, right? And again, they're only different in terms of personality, where again, it's just naturally clashing, naturally opposing personalities, right? to where that in the way they're different, they're similar to Yuri, similar to Maka, Nasi, similar to Sayori. But again, with everything else, through like once you dig beyond that surface level, like personalities, right? More so deeper stuff, like sort of attitudes, ideals, like viewpoints, right? Ultimately, like visions, when you get to that kind of stuff, right? Right, then they tend to be similar. They tend to differ from Maka and Sayori. So Natsuki's nipples. Yuri wrestles through her bag, pulls out some tissues, then hands them off to Natsuki. Mako told me it takes a good person to reflect on those things. It's how to improve yourself. It makes you a good person. So don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like. So, like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around. And you're not shy. You know how to make people laugh. Very passionate about things. You know how to take the lead. And again, this is Yuri breaking. Like she's actually able to say this stuff. Like she's again like breaking out of her bubble, her comfort zone by doing this. You care a lot about our people and just a lot of things. Oh, well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked. Don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki has a smile. Then she sighs as it fades again. Tell me, come here. I always think it's the last time, but then you keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like I don't know. But again, are they really friends? Like, here's the thing. Like, I wouldn't say I'm in a similar boat, but over time, eventually, like you hate to say it, right? And you hate to see it happening, but over time you lose friends, right? Your friend group dwindles over time. That's just naturally, right? That's just natural. Granted, you make new friends and you ultimately meet like a lot of just like acquaintances, people who you wouldn't really consider friends, but you still like spend time with, whether it be to education, work, other stuff like that, who kind of fill that void. But again, you're like close. I guess you're close, like what you would consider close friends, like at that level, right? That group like tends to dwindle down over time. Like it happened to me, right? I'd say I only have like 2 to 4. Like I can't name more than 4 people who I would consider that. And even that's a stretch. It's really gotten down to 2 people now. So it is like, again, that inner circle, right? Who you would consider close friends, that just dwindles naturally over time. And you'll see that, right? Grant, again, like I said, like you make new friends and then again, you'll meet acquaintances, right? Just for, again, education, work, stuff like that. Just people who kind of fill that void, but you wouldn't necessarily be friends with, just like you interact with. But again, that close group dwindles over time and you hate to see it. But again, that's something where that's just like natural, right? Like well, obviously, like in the real world, we have like COVID. That granted, that doesn't really have that much of an impact anymore, at least in terms of like it really had an impact fucking right after it hit, right? So like again, like that spring, summer, even going into that like fall, like I'd say like it really like had an impact towards it. Now it's been getting like lighter. Again, less restrictions, so you can do more stuff, but you can spend time with your and you can actually go out more, right? But again, that's something to where it's like, yeah, you just in the sad music, I guess like quote unquote sad adds on top of that, right? But that's just inevitable, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's just you realize like as you grow older, like fucking again, like you just realize again as you grow older that like not everyone's compatible, right? That's something where, like as you grow older, like you change, right? People change. So that's something you may have been close friends with someone, but all of a sudden you guys like kind of go your different directions, right? You change. And also it's funny because like so the 2 people who I consider to be really close friends, like again, they're family friends. So like my parents, so like our parents knew each other basically for both of them. So we're just that was kind of we were going to be friends by default. So like it's just we so happened to stick together, right? And then the other 2, I met them in fucking what's it called? It was like grade school. So yeah, and I again at the time in grade school, right? We had a much bigger friend group, right? It was a much larger friend group, and that just dwindled to where like, yeah, I only really spend time with those 2 anymore. Or I don't even really spend time with those 2 anymore. Like again, really. But I knew that like if I were to reach out to them for something, then they would probably respond, right? So again, that's something to where like that's why like they're kind of on the edge. So that's why it's like for me, it's like 2 or 4, right? Like 4 would be stretching it, right? I can't name more than 4. 2 would be like a safer bet, right? Like say I have 2 really close friends because the other 2, right, that aren't family friends again. Like I haven't really been seeing them lately. In fact, I haven't really like been talking with them lately, but something where I knew if I reached out to them, like they would respond. So anything beyond that can't guarantee, right? And then those are who I'd consider like my close friends, like long-term, like long-time friends since I was young. Again, though, two, because they're family friends who I still talk to, right? And who I'd consider the two safe, like close friends. And then the two who I met in grade school, who again, we're part of like a larger group, kind of dwindled. Now it's just like, I wouldn't even consider it just us three, because we were like kind of, it was originally a group and then like splintered and then we all went off. But those were just the two, like kind of independent of like the splintering, right? That I'm again, what I'd say, like again, I haven't really seen them or talked to them in like a while, in like years actually. But that's something I knew if I reached out to them that they would respond. So that's why I like forced stretching. But again, besides that, I made another friend group in college actually. Like so, this it was fall 2018, spring 2019, right? To where again, that was it, and it was kind of like a microcosm of this, right? To where again, I made a friend group, right? It was actually in our dormitory, and it was fucking what's it called? Yeah, it was in our dormitory. And again, it was just a group of us, right? Who was like, we just met each other. And again, we stayed stuck as like a group or something, right? And then all of a sudden, when COVID, like not even when COVID hit, like I'd say like that 2018, 2019, so freshman year, right? Again, we're like our friend group was going pretty strong. But then again, as the next year started, right? Again, year two, right? Sophomore year, it kind of slowly like dwindled, and then like COVID, it just splintered. So it's kind of like, yeah, now I don't really talk with them anymore. I knew if I reached out to them, they respond, but again, not really. They're not really lifelong friends, so I wouldn't really consider them close. But again, that's interesting because that's something where it's like again, there's like a splintering, right? It's kind of like a microcosm of what happens over life, which is interesting. But again, that's just something where again, this like it really is caught between a rock and a hard place here. So you really do have to feel bad for Natsuki in terms of this. But sometimes, you just need to make those decisions, right? Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I mean, but here's the thing, right? That's on them for being dog shit friends. Like, really don't know what to do. And then she pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the parents of the floor toss while she thinks to herself. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that with a little confidence in her voice. I always told myself I don't want to rely on the approval of others to be happy. Still feel that way, but spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's again dog shit friends. It's probably what's making me feel so confused because I'm threatened out of things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. It's kind of like it's almost like an inverse Sayori, right? Natsuki, like she is these absolute dog shit friends, right? To where ultimately, like she's thinking that like it's almost like an inverse Sayori, to where like she's doing what she feels should make her happy, but again, she's unhappy because it's like these dog shit friends, right? And they're like sort of perversing like ultimately what like a friendship truly means and what like they should be doing, right? Like how it should be mutual. Sayori is just again, it's not sort of the physical, it's the mental, right? She's doing the things that should make her happy, but ultimately it's not the case because again of her inner demons, right? So it's the same outcome, but it's just again like the process is different, I guess. It's interesting to draw that comparison here. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made feel like you're just wrong for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. Fed up with it. Fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki puts her palms to her forehead and shakes her head. And again, this would be something where like, right? Because ultimately people I feel like underestimate the again, right? People underestimate the power of like therapy and counseling. Like that shit really helps. Like it doesn't need to be like if it's a situation like this where you feel like troubled, you're caught between a rock and a hard place. It kind of help you sort out your thoughts, right? It's something where like it doesn't need to be like you don't need to be like a Sayori at Sayori level in order to get that. Even now, like this would be sufficient. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something scary. To do what? To end it, right? With them fucking dog shit friends. I didn't think you're actively considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where like it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like how so much of you has gone into it. So much that feels like just how your life is. Again, that's also the dilemma, right? If you put so much like into it, right? You don't want to withdraw because again, like because of just how much you put into it, right? So again, that's like one of these things, right? To where it's like again, it's just like because it goes along with again the fact earlier, right, that she kind of like again, it's like a perverse like relationship. Like Natsuki thinks, oh, like, this is how friends are, but in actuality, no, they're just dog shit friends. But again, this is something where it's like, again, because she put so much into it, right? She doesn't want to like end it, because again, then presumably all of that would have gone to waste, right? And I know that's a very common thing, so very common like sort of occurrence. So with it, when it comes to like a lot of stuff, like not just friendships, but like projects, stuff like that, right? You don't know when to like cut your losses and end it, right? Like you really need a cutting your losses kind of mentality, like mindset, in order to like really figure this stuff out. Throwing it away feels like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes you feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs, but she's got new friends in the literature club. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things, like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically, not physically, but mentally. Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki, what? If anyone thinks to cause you harm, I'll unleash hell upon them. Damn. Like actually, if I'm in your situation, just fucking give Natsuki one of your knives and be like, listen, I'm not gonna advise you to do anything, right? But you should still probably take this, right? And then damn, Yuri's like literally about to fucking like curse them or some shit. But yeah, if I were Yuri, I'd give Natsuki a knife and be like, listen, I'm not advising you to do anything, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me. Haha, sorry, I like that. That's all. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. This conversation lapses. Natsuki and slides the box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want our people to have them anymore. You got much less her dog shit friends. You sure? Natsuki nods. Sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to that feeling. No one will give her courage. Oh, damn. All right, so fucking cut the black. Back here. Ah, you're here first today. And you bought reading material. Natsuki seeing her usual spot. This time only to find manga while lunch sits beside her. It's like, damn, here's this sounds well and opens her own book. They're like, damn, like we should switch books one day. And then they're like, I can barely fucking read. It sucks when a good series has come to an end. Like it's such a big part of your life. And then one day there's just nothing left. Makes you feel so empty. And this is the last volume. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. There's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I'd want to go on forever. You wouldn't. Fucking One Piece. Whereas like straight up, like I'm gonna be an old man when the fucking One Piece. It's actually fucking hilarious. Like just fucking rag on One Piece for this. Like fucking shit on One Piece for this. Like literally, like it's gonna be fucking hilarious. When what was it? It's like it's the fucking meme where it's like when the One Piece is the friends we made. Like that would actually be fucking hilarious because obviously people joke about that all the time, but for One Piece, since it's still fucking going on, it'd actually be fucking hilarious if that was it. Maybe. But there are some things I wish I could afford. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstates welcome? Yeah, definitely. It's like One Piece. I can think of at least one thing I've read that it's got pretty unbearable like halfway through and the ending really sucked. And it's like, damn, fucking like, what was all the payoff for it? Like you could have just cut it in a half and then had a good end. So it sucks when something goes stand, but also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. Guess it sucks either way. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. Again, that's right. That was what was the fucking quote? Like it was, I think it was Agent Smith from the Matrix, where it's like the purpose of like life is to end, right? Or something like that. Obviously, that's like fucking extreme example, but it's you get the point, right? Where like not everything good lasts forever, so or can last forever. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during the weekends, right? You're gonna fucking eat. We know she's starving. We know she needs to eat. So why aren't you eating? Excuse me? Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever. I'm not a total shunt, But yes, it's like, but to answer your question, yes. Here's the thing. The reason she's asking this is so that you can go out with her. Oh my, for making assumptions. Well, I'm sure I got less often on people like you and the R's in the club, but we know like not like Yuri, she's asking to go out with you, right? I really meet with friends to arbitrarily spend time like that. Usually with my board game group. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Damn, what the fuck? Yuri's into board games? It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I realized I couldn't picture it, so I was curious. But she also probably wants to go out with you, right, this weekend for something. I don't know. But again, so your board game group, though. That's interesting. What board game? I'm actually curious now. It looks nice. Realizes she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. Can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered. Mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. That's good. Fucking actually props to Natsuki for that. Fucking cutting her dog shit friends out of her life, right? Like that's actually a good thing. Again, that's a congratulatory moment, but obviously it's going to be painful, right? Because presumably the way she views it, all that work gone to waste for nothing, right? Again, but it's better she cuts it off right now, especially after she met the club, as opposed to it to keep going on, right? And then like continue and pester her, right? And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their response. Bitch, I would have blocked them too. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, and that maybe that's also what informed her to ask, like why she asked. Oh, we gained CG, bitch. Give me a CG. Totally unsure what to do. Jurgen barely finds any words to support all. Meanwhile, Sam now gets unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. Feels sick and I want to hit my head against things. Like, damn, give her a hug. Please help. I can't take this. I want to see a fucking CG. Maybe having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I've experienced with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Bitch, get her to fucking Natsuki meekly nods through a rapid breath, head buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki, sits on the steps behind her. She puts her hands around Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? She nods. Her shaking becomes more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe for now. You're in a safe place where nothing can hurt you. Bitch, her fucking friends around the corner. I'd fucking spawn myself in this game and beat their fucking asses, right? Natsuki nods once more. Though Yuri's only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she practically feel a racing pulse through her base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hand, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. It's good, let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. So eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight on into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breath going in and out. Sustenance, living, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Damn. And now we're back here. Minutes pass in silence. By now the worst of it is past, but you're determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki's lifted her head off her knees, and her breathing is mostly steady. Then she takes a deep fond breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretched her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent in the future, but I think it'll naturally get better over time. And again, this is so interesting, right? Because I feel like in the I feel like in the original game, like in the actual DDLC, like base game, definitely Yuri and Natsuki were the least developed, right? Obviously, Monaco is the most developed because of just the nature of the fucking game in Acts 2, 3, 4, right? So that's just natural. And then same thing with Sayori for the same reason, right? For Acts, like again, her and Monaco are definitely the most developed in the original. Yuri and Natsuki were kind of the least. But again, that's something, and that's just due to, again, they didn't have as important roles, right? In the fucking, like for the fucking game. Like that's just, it's not like they were sidelined. It's just natural given their fucking, the roles that they served. Now they didn't have as important of roles. So, but that's something where it's now interesting that we're getting these side stories, right? And that we're getting more of a glimpse. We're seeing more through this, right? So now we're learning about Yuri's fucking, again, Yuri's board game, right? Her fucking board game group, right? We're learning about Natsuki's friends. We're learning about the respective issues that they're dealing with as a result, right? Seeing Natsuki's panic attacks now. And then we're seeing fucking Yuri's, her fucking, what would you call it, right? We're seeing her more so like, again, the start and like a glimpse into Yuri's like sort of coping defense mechanisms, right? Like, again, obviously that's primarily Natsuki. We see some of that in Yuri too, so. But again, that's something where it's very interesting to see this and see like these interactions. Again, this is why I said this is the side story I was looking forward to most. And glad I fucking split it in half so I could spend the actually time to get to do this. So Natsuki wants to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor. She had hastily sat down earlier. She brushed the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gone through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. Again, she's like, you've got each other. Like it's something where you like, especially when you realize like, because here's the thing, when you're like, what would you call it? Like when you make friends with someone, right? And you realize that, like, again, like this is a bit like, I wouldn't say I'm in a similar situation or I was in a similar situation in real life, but I do know people who have had similar situations. So where they're like very down, right? And then they like meet someone, right? And then become friends with them who's also like very down. That's something where they kind of rely on each other to get through that, right? And they end up becoming close friends as a result. Like I know people who've gone through that, right? Like me, I wouldn't say I have because I've never been at like this down before, right? I've had other issues, but again, not like related to this. So again, that's just interesting to see. Like, yeah, I could only maybe I would say maybe one of my friends in college in one of the college friend group that I mentioned, but again, that's splintered out. So like I don't talk with them anymore. But that's something where like again, I know people who've kind of gone through this though. So let's see. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Now we gain CG. Bitch, give me fucking CG. As she says, you're a tense up. It's rare for her to openly share her thoughts. There's something about Nazi about people. It makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Again, they're more similar than they think. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Nazi is so timid and uncertain of herself. Nazi has such a good job behind it. They're taking a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. Because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of ours. When you accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. There we go. We got the fucking CG now. About damn time. Do you really mean that? No. Now they're actually like not even on the stairwell. But yeah, again, let's see. We got the drinks in the background, right? Yeah, we got the stairwell still just for whatever reason under construction, right? But it's not even actually under construction. So, but that's like that's normal to have like construction projects that like just straight up aren't being worked on. To just basically just occupy space, right? Is that something on Yuri's? Okay, no, that's something on my screen. I thought I saw something on Yuri's book, right? But no, it was just something on my screen. I'm an idiot. Fuck. Yeah. Huh. So we still got the red book. So it's the same book that Yuri had in class that we saw. I don't remember which CG it was. It was her, Sayori, or her and Maka. I don't remember. Probably gonna regret saying that if you do. Again, wait, what did she say? Like you're not alone, right? How so? Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. And again, right now she's no longer spending time with her dog shit friends who probably just make fun of her during the weekend. So now again, she can spend that time with Yuri. Because we like again, presumably whatever board group Yuri's a part of doesn't take up that much time, right? So you give me permission to be as noisy as I want, drag you around a lot of places. Again, and now again, I feel like this is doing such a good job at showing, like again, this is something we literally never saw in the original Act 1. Again, mainly because it was the fucking MC that was like a driving wedge between them. But again, right? Like this is what we see in New Eyes. This is what we see at the end of fucking True Route, at the end of their acts, right? We even do an extent see this in fucking shoot, which mod was it? Was it an armor? I don't remember. But right again, that's something to where like, yeah, we really see the fucking again Yuri Natsuki's friendship here. So I see. But you already said you can't take it back now. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then. I know a good ice cream place. Oh, where? That means you'll figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. So it's not green tea. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? I remembered. I brought it up with the fucking green tea. First day that you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Long-term thinking. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess. My favorites usually get chocolate and raspberry together. I could see that. Like, I'm definitely, well, I guess if I can't get mint chip, I'll get green tea. I guess other way around, green tea would probably be my favorite, but obviously it's not always available. But mint chip's generally always available. So, like, I just, green isn't even my favorite color. It's blue. So I don't know why that's the case. It just is. So, chocolate and raspberry, how fancy. How is that fancy? Oh, I don't know. It's a combination of two. It's not one. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. And then was that Natsuki's favorite? Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. What a oh, why did I click the wrong button? It's like, damn, I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach. It's easier now to convince myself I did the right thing again, because they're fucking dog shit friends. Is there anything Barry could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that'll make this easy for me. You already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. I don't even remember what was fucking on it. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little better, the way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends I want to have. So I want to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Nope. She was fucking stalking you. It's like, nope, you thought. Oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. She knew you were here. Probably got tipped off from either Monica or Sayori. I may have tracked you down first. With the help of Sayori. Sayori is definitely her. But you said I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to like whatever, you know what I'm saying. But that made sense. Honestly, I didn't even guess that. I thought it was just pure coincidence, but that's on me. I probably should have seen it, but yes, I'm glad you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can tell you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and I'll make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? No, bitch, not me. What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, like me. And then the MC too. You know, I can get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much. Fine. Just a little bit. Just a teeny bit. A little bit of tomfoolery. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think good things are in store. Those are honestly my honest feelings. Thanks. It's nice to be reassured. Is that the end? We done so? The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch. New feeling hangs in the air, feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. Just a few hours, there will be an early literature club meeting where the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all with their own special qualities, there's something unique that they can deliver to one another. Though friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find their happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish the long run series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore. Again, maybe the next one's together with Natsuki. Maybe the next one's the one where the MC shows up. Damn, we got another fucking picture. Why? Wait, what picture? Oh yeah, here. But we still need 2 pictures though. We also got no new mail and we still need more stuff. So it's like, damn. Do we happen to have any more? Okay, I'm waiting to do that. I'm not fucking clicking this until and then presumably, hopefully, that was kind of my sneaking suspicion that maybe if we finish all the side stories, we get something else. So that was my sneaking suspicion. Not going to do it in this part though. So I'll definitely do that tomorrow though. But again, right? Presumably in that part, we'll get the last 2 CGs. The secrets, obviously, we're not going to get. Maybe sketches. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Honestly, what I'll do is I'll go through the. Also, we got no fucking mail. That's honestly kind of funny. But again, right? I'm going to go through all this internal crap, right? Yeah, I'm going to go through all this internal crap to try and find this is the very least I could do, right? So 1 wait, which did I okay, I'm fucking losing my mind. So 1 0 or no. Yeah, so 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 1 4 1 1 5. I know there's got to be more than one thing. 1 2 0 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 2. Track 6 name ideas. Okay, 1 2 3. Yeah, I'm just getting all this because again, I'm not gonna have enough time, but I can get all of this down, right? So this is what 1 2 3 track ideas. Because the previous one 030, that's a meeting notes 3, but so this is track ideas. So let's see what this is. Track 6 name. Oh, track fuck. No, well, I already wrote down track ideas, so I'm not gonna fucking. Oh wow, I can't open it up. All right, but we know track 6. Shoot on. What do you mean I can't? I swore I could open this. Can I fucking delete it? Why can't I open this? It's a .text file. Oh no. What is that? 1 2 3? Yeah, what about 1 2 4? 1 2 5. At the very least, I can fucking get all of them right. 1 3 0. Oh, meeting notes too. 1 3 0. And please tell me I'm able to open this. Why can't I fucking open these text documents? Or maybe again, maybe we need to beat the whole thing in order to actually open them up. So, or maybe we need to beat equals in order to open them up or play it. That's my sneaking suspicion. 1 4 0, 1 4 1, 1 4 2, 1 4 3. I'll try that after, but I guess we'll see. Also, it's only presumably one part, right? Oh, 1 5 0. Why is there no 1 here? I'm just gonna put 1 5. No 1. Yeah, why if it goes like 0 2 3 4 5? Like, damn, someone fucked up and deleted a file somewhere. So there's all of the 1s, right? Let's go 2 0 0 1 2 3 4, 5, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 0, 2, 2. Okay, 2, 2, 1. So 2, 2, 1 project plan. But again, I swore I was able to open one of these, which is, again, for me, kind of confusing. Like I can't open any of these, right? So, and I mean, I think are all these 11, 12, 21? That may have been the date I downloaded the mod or the fucking game. That's probably the case, funny enough. But again, I can't open them. So I assume that probably what's going to be the case is that, again, once we beat equals, maybe we're able to open them, right? 2, 2. That was 2, 2, 1, right? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5. 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 0, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. And again, good, I get this out of the way now as opposed to later. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all the twos then. So again, 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. MES.text. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. MES? Oh. So 3, 4, 4. MES. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. So the one had 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 0, and then 1, 5 had a lack of a 1, but it seems that 2 and 3 only have 1 each. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so well, 3 and 2 only have 1. That's interesting. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 404. Get it? 404. DDLC text 404. All right. All right. It had to be in 404, right? It's also notice the text size. And I'm pretty sure all these were this was probably when I downloaded Plus. That's probably why it's like that. At least that's what I'm thinking. Two. This one is 0. So 4, 2, no 0. Damn, I'm about to run out of room. I don't even have room on the back. Fuck. Oh well. I got some room. Yeah, just interesting to note that there's no 0 here. So the letters, it's 1 and 0 that have been missing so far. Two, 3, 4, 5, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 0, 0. So nothing else in 4, it seems. Zero, 0. Okay, 14. Bitch, 14. What? Also, why is the size increasing for all of these? So this is 501. So 501. Yeah, I need to use the backside. Hate to see it, but and again, I assume we may not even be able to open those until we complete that last one. I swore I was able to open one of them at some point though, so I don't know. It may just be me. Okay, and then hold on. 5-4 lacks. So 5-4 has a no 5. So that's interesting. Nope. So 5-4, no 5. Okay, so that is interesting to note though. So nothing here, right? Yeah, that is interesting to note though. And I'm not, what if I just start fucking with these? Because apparently I can delete these files. Like, bro, imagine I just start deleting shit. That'd actually be fucking hilarious. I can, or this is what I can open, right? So the rest are text files though, so. See, VM2. Yeah, imagine if I just started deleting fucking like all this shit. That would be fucking hilarious. Let's see. And then that's again, as per usual, fucking Paula. And then obviously this is just normal crap. It's all the interesting stuff, and this is all just characters and game is from left over from DDLC, right? All the interesting stuff is in internal. So I do find that interesting though. Yeah. So like looking at this, like now I can go over the whole list. I'm glad I did this because I only went through the one of them, but so let's see, 0, 3, and 0 are meeting notes 3, 1, 2, 3, track 6 ideas. I can honestly put a 6 there. I don't know why I misread. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 is track ideas. 1, 3, 0 meeting notes 2. 1, 5 has no 1. 2, 2, 1 is project plan. 3, 4, 4 is just mes.text. 404 is ddlc.text. 4, 2 is no 0. 501 is it did learn. It says 14. Did it literally just say 14? I think it was. And then 5, 4 is no 5. So I can actually put that on this page. So yeah, 5. So what's interesting is, again, let's look at the letters that we're missing. So because 3 of them, again, just had a lack of or 3 of them lacked a third numbered folder. So, and then if we go in order for that, it's 1, 0, and then 5. Because again, we go 1, 5, there's no 1. 4, 2, there's no 0. And 5, 4, there's no 5. So there could be something special with the numbers 105, right? So I should probably write that down. Right, 105. But it could also be the other way around, where if you're just looking at the first two, it could be 1, 5, 4, 2. Yeah, 1, 5, 4, 2, 5, 4. So 1, 5, 2, 5, 4. So you can look at it the other way around. So there may be like some sort of secret code or something along those lines. Because besides, again, obviously all the files, right, all that random text files, right, you also have those to where it's like, for whatever reason, those ones, there was a lack of numbers. So again, 105 for the missing ones, 154254 for the, again, ones that are actually there. So yeah, it's interesting to note, but yeah, the fact that we can't read the rest, I don't think there's anything like look in here, right? It's just like, at least for fucking backup, or shoot, what is it for looking at system, right? It's just a ton of random crap. So did we ever find meeting notes too? Oh yeah, we did. And then one's available there. So, but again, we can't see the rest, but maybe those don't fuck, no, goddamn, please fuck, go. All right. I was like, I swear to God, that better not reset my shit. I did not mean to click that. I want to look at side stories, but maybe it's something where maybe, and again, so it was my seeking suspicion that maybe if we complete all 6, that we get something special at the end, but maybe it's something to where, again, and again, I'm going to save this for the next part. I may even do it in 2, depending on how long it is, but that's something where maybe if we complete this, right? Because clearly this has got to be the last thing. There can't really be anything beyond this. And then what I'm, honestly, my sneaking suspicion is that I'm putting my stuff away if it's loud. But again, my sneaking suspicion based off this is that we'll play this, and this will take us from where we are now to the start of the club, probably the very moment the MC joins. Honestly, I can fully see that being the case. And these side stories, besides showing us these character interactions, right? Besides showing us these character interactions really from a more broad or more general standpoint, right? They're showing us the formation and creation of the club, its transformation to how we knew it at the beginning of Act 1, right? Or what we know at the beginning at Act 1, what we know in Act 1. But that could also be something where maybe Monica gains her sentience or sort of her elevated permission status, awareness, whatever, right? That was in the email in this part, but it'll be interesting to see. I can see it. Honestly, my best guess is, again, it'll take us from where we are now to the start of Act 1, probably to the very moment the MC joins. And then again, also probably as a result, we'll be able to view all those files and then get these last fucking pictures right here. Probably 2 more CGs. That I can see that making sense. We need more sketches though. I wish we knew how to get those. But again, besides that, right? Got nothing else to say. I'm gonna end it there. Again, right? So let's see. So I won't be starting Encore. I guess maybe it depends on how long this take. I'd probably rather hold off on Encore until not tomorrow, but the day after. What I can do is tomorrow I'll do this and then I'll go back through all the files and then like everything pretty much to ensure that we did everything we could. And then again, right, then I'll end it there, right? And then I'll move on to Encore. Maybe do some more stuff with Plus on my own. But again, we'll see. So yeah, I don't have anything else. So yep, that's that. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.